Welcome one and all to the Fly After 5 podcast, episode 34. We got cameras.
Hey.
I'm just going to keep looking at it.
There we are.
This is obviously a special episode.
Very special.
I'm looking in every direction.
Are we on?
We got me, first of all.
That's Kevin.
It's most important, me. Kevin. We got also Mike.
Second most important out of the two co-hosts, apparently. We're ranking.
And we've got guests. I mean, what other podcast
Big guest.
at all, or in Lancaster at all, has DJs basically, seemingly on call. Made this happen very quickly
House
this morning.
DJs.
To just come in and spin the whole time. But, in this camera, in that camera, we've got DJ Salinger, Nick Ryder pointing at the camera right now. I hope you can see him pointing. And Max.
Hi, Mom!
Max, how many X's do you have today? Is it 3 X's?
I'm up to 5 now.
Oh, we've wrapped it up.
Yeah,
Max
that's a lot of
Kornhauser
X's.
from Tell Us 360. You might know him because he's blowing up on our website.
That's right.
On The Key, which we'll get to later.
Oh.
This is a gotcha. We got a gotcha plan for
I
that.
have to travel in the winter time. Do not say I'm blowing up. I'm doing well.
So we're
Doing
just going to
big
do the
things
regular
for
podcast.
the first video cast.
Yeah, and hopefully this will be more to come. I mean, the green screen right now is showing something crazy, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
In post.
Look at that. It's
Look
insane.
at that. Look at
I can't believe what I'm seeing. You guys can see the famous King Street now.
This is also a green screen behind us. We green screened in King Street.
Yes.
Coming to you.
Before we even start, what are you spinning right now?
I am spinning a recent find from Mr. Suit, so you should all go down and check him out. Frankie Smith. This is from the album Children of Tomorrow.
Do you want to hold up
Love
the
it.
cover?
Sure.
Let's get,
Oh, yeah.
Let's get Frankie some
That's very
FaceTime.
nice. Children of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I love it.
I can't wait to see.
So this is a song called Double Dutch.
Yeah.
And there's a couple gems I know both of you have that I'm very excited to hear.
Things are on deck.
But I guess we should start this podcast as normal as possible, right?
It's totally normal. We've already done that. We've already
I start
established
my
this,
day, cup
everything's
of coffee, spin a little bit. Why not? It's normal.
Yeah.
So I guess as far as things that we're into,
Yeah.
we should start at this table, make our way to that table. That's
Yeah,
right.
we'll go. Why don't we just go right down the line?
We'll go right down the line. Okay, I'll start. Very much into the new Angel Olsen album that just came out. Technically a B-sides, covers, live stuff compilation, but it's called Phases. It's really good. I know Nick, you're a fan of him, and I'm probably gonna butcher his first name.
Cut to
Rocky
Nick.
Erickson.
Yes.
Rocky Erickson.
Rocky Erickson. Yeah.
Rocky Erickson. Angel does a cover of For You on
Oh.
there.
Oh,
Great,
wow.
Great song.
Yeah.
And yeah, you should listen to that. And
Nice.
then, other than just straight music, this is another music one. But if you're at your computer, if you're at YouTube.com, maybe check out Christopher Shirk.
Little preview.
Yeah, Can't Help Falling in Love. He's a future guest, and you're gonna want to watch this video.
You're
It was
really
shot-
going to want.
You're going to want to come in
this.
prepared.
We made Nick and
I
Max watch it
heard
right
that.
before this. You're gonna like.
You can see that.
You're gonna
right?
like what you hear. Yeah, one of these.
Yeah.
How about you? What are you into?
You know what? I hate to give a lot of attention to our direct competition, but I've been listening to the You Talking YouTube podcast.
Yeah.
Scott Ackerman is our direct rival.
Yeah, of course.
So I kind of hate to do it, but the podcast is a great one. When was that recorded? Like
I think
a couple years ago now.
2013 was when it started, and then
Yeah.
it's been intermittent since then.
Yeah, I'm not actually a fan of U2 at all, but apparently I really like listening to people talk about U2, and then actually not really talk about that.
Yeah,
that
Scott
much.
Ackerman and Adam Scott from Parks and Rec and a bunch of other things. Just talking U2.
Talking U2.
And
It's
I don't like U2 either, but it is really funny to hear them talk about it.
So definitely recommend that. First, check out obviously this podcast.
Listen to every
And then-
episode of this first.
Yes,
and then,
go through the 34 episodes, then move to the lesser Scott Ackerman podcast. But the other thing I'm into, and I wish I knew the guy that did Pete Eats, or at least worked for the place that that produces that show.
Right.
But I think they should do an ice cream tour. I do want to give a shout out to Strasburg Creamery right near where I
Wow.
live. Really liking the raspberry ice cream. So that's a
wanna
little shout out
sponsor
for
this
ice cream.
podcast.
I'm into ice cream.
I mean, yeah, Strasburg.
That's
what
a
is
free. The first one's free, Strasburg Creamery. The first plug is free. But yeah, go
Better get
down
some
and get yourself a
coupons in the
waffle
mail.
cone.
it? We could green screen in some ice cream
Yeah.
here right now
Oh,
if we
yeah.
wanted to.
Ooh.
Tasty.
Delicious.
That's tasty ice
Banana
cream.
splits.
Strasburg.
So that's what I'm into. Obviously into ice cream.
Yes.
And then we can show that off.
Yeah,
on
you can
video.
see that now. Toss it over to camera 2.
Yeah, camera 2. Max, what are
Cut
you
to
into?
Nick.
What am I into?
Yeah.
You want to?
No, Matt.
Okay. I was just, what was I doing last night? I was in a YouTube hole last night, and I found a new Mike Judge cartoon called Tales from the Tour Bus.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
It was the Johnny Paycheck episode, and I was really into that, and I think I shall follow it.
Yes.
So that's what I'm really into right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
And long walks on the beach.
Yep.
And Kenny G. So
Beautiful.
passing it over to you,
Hopefully
Nick.
we'll hear some Kenny later.
Yeah.
Musically, I guess my most recent, frequent spinner is the John Mouse record. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of like in the Ariel Pink vein. Really amazing, like synthesizer, weirdo stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend the record's called Screen Monitoring, I think.
Did that just come out?
Screen Memories. Yeah, it just came out this past week, I think.
Nice, because his last album was a couple years ago.
It's
right?
a few years, yeah. It's been a
ago.
few years, so it's very exciting, and he's kind of. I feel like he's taken it to the next level.
Hell yeah.
Musically, and as far as other things, I don't know. I've been playing Mario Odyssey.
Yo, how
with,
is that? I've been wanting to hear a first-hand account.
It's really fun. I'm a big Nintendo nerd, and I think that it's very fun, and anyone who likes any kind of Mario game should try it out.
Are you gonna throw your hat eventually onto something, and maybe
I
it'll come
mean,
to life?
I don't know. I washed my hair today. Once you have the hat
you can't
on,
take it off.
it's
You can't.
there's no going
No.
back.
Yeah.
You might be able to green screen a hat.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
Yes,
have it-
that's good. Like, do something in post.
Yeah.
In post.
It's all done in post.
This whole
This
thing.
whole thing is fun.
I'll have a
This whole
mustache
thing
and
is
full
posted.
beard in post.
Actually,
it's gonna
we're
be great.
recording in post right now. So
Yes.
Yeah.
It's time travel.
Break
Yeah,
the
you want
time
to flip it over
equilibrium.
there? Yeah. All right.
Well, now that we've got all the things that we're into out in the open, we've
Sure.
revealed ourselves.
Everybody knows what's going on now. What did we just hear, by the way?
That was still the.
That was still
that
the
was-
Frankie
no,
Smith.
Frankie.
Yeah.
Yes, but that was
Frankie.
Teeny
Yeah,
Bopper
that's
Ladies.
I loved
That was the second one.
Hell yeah.
What are you
Right.
What are you spinning for us?
This is Peaking Lights,
Yes.
936.
Very
is
nice.
the record. Also picked up just today at Mr. Suit. It's an older record, but really interesting, kind of weird, synthy, ambient, psychedelic vibes.
Good, man. That's
they
the vibe
have
we
a bunch
need.
of records. This one, it might have been. I don't know if it's. I can't say if it's their first, but it came out a while ago. And like I said, it's not on Spotify. I was trying to look it up on Spotify. It's not on there, but they have a bunch of other stuff on Spotify. So, Peaking Lights, if you're into this kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Got to
Check
go
it out.
analog for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna ride this vibe for.
Let's get some psychedelic effects in post.
Yes.
Yep. Is there just a huge lava lamp we can put back there?
There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see.
Lots of
Oh.
dripping,
Oh, yeah.
space, and
We'll get to that in post.
So now that we're
Light
rocking this
Show.
vibe,
Yes.
what sort of events do we have coming in the next 2 weeks?
Yeah, let's check out some top events. This is just a good heady top events.
Yeah.
Soundtrack. I like it. Let's get you into it. All right. Well, we have Lancaster's biggest day of online giving coming up. Extraordinary Give on November 17th. So you can go to extraordinarygive.org, get more info, find out all the participating charities, and make a donation on extragive.org, or at 2 mobile giving stations. You can check them out. They're going to have the new the Tuk Tuk. Add that in post. It's going to be going
over there.
across
It's
here.
over there.
The Tuk Tuk. It's going around the city. You can make a donation there.
Oh, really? Wait.
Yeah.
So the Tuk Tuk on Queen Street, he's just riding around taking people's money?
Yeah, exactly. Just like he does every day, except this time the money will go to charities.
Oh, good.
And then there's also another mobile giving station heading around the county. So if you're outside of the city, you can still make a donation there. There's also a bunch of events that are going along with that. Tellus is having an after party with Tuck Ryan, Vivian Lee documentary.
A lot of friends of the mag.
Yeah, a lot of friends of Fly After 5. So just check out extragive.org. You can find out all the details and the events, and just want give a little bit back. We will
Like that, I almost said Super Chunk song, but give a little bit.
give a little bit. Is that
Who is that? Super Tramp. Not
Super Tramp?
Chunk.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
My
they'll
bad.
be they'll be donating. You know
Two
that.
different things.
Very different bands.
Yeah.
Although I'd love to hear Super Chunk's version of Give a Little Bit. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Do you guys have that? Did you bring that in the bag today?
If you're not leaving home with Breakfast in America, I don't mean,
You know.
not that I could be giving you advice, but I mean, come on.
No, it's fine.
I left home with 0 records today, and I came here with 5.
There we go.
You also started today not knowing you'd be on a podcast.
It's also
spinning
true.
them.
I had breakfast in America this morning.
Hey, there we go.
I mean, that's
All
close
right.
enough.
Yeah,
Good
all
time.
right.
Good time. All right.
Yeah, all right.
What else do we have? We have. I'm excited. You have to be excited for this event. They make you be excited. Taste, taste Lancaster.
There's an exclamation
it.
point in there. This is
Yeah.
true.
Let me just hold it up to the camera.
It's an exclamation point.
Taste Lancaster, and just so Brian, our heady sales rep, is listening, that's not a fish reference. Taste is just the name of the event, Brian. Taste Lancaster, that's happening November 18th and 19th over at the Convention Center. And the stars are out for this
I've
event.
heard the stars are out. I mean, you
the
talked to
stars-
one of the stars.
I did.
Oh yeah, and they're twinkling. They're twinkling
Stars
behind, behind our guest now.
at Stars and Post. So yeah, we talked to G Love, and that
He of special sauce.
yes.
Are you gonna taste the special sauce?
He is.
He's
Apparently.
good. Okay, so
Okay, all
he's
right.
promised. I believe he promised you specifically.
Yeah, he's bringing in the hot sauce.
He has his own hot sauce, and he might be playing his harmonica.
Yeah.
He might be honking on Bobo, as it were.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He said, I mean, he's coming here for an appearance for his hot sauce, so it's not a concert, but
He might.
he might break out
He's
that
also
harmonica.
doing a meet and greet at Tellus on Saturday.
So yeah, I think that's
that's
Saturday.
on there too? Yeah.
Check that out. Who else do we have? We have Chef Brian Duffy from Bar Rescue.
Yep.
He'll be here, as well as I believe another chef that appeared on the. Who's the angry chef? That's yelling all the Wolf. No.
Gordon
no,
Ramsay?
Wolfgang Puck.
Nah. Who's
Gordon
the
Ramsay.
Gordon
Gordon Ramsay.
Oh.
Very angry
So
guy.
somebody that Gordon Ramsay has yelled at will be there.
He's passionate. He's not
Yeah,
angry.
yeah. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Very angrily passionate.
Well, and there's also going to be a guitarist
Right.
that was formerly in A Flock of Seagulls.
Yes.
Oh.
I think,
well,
He was a
How's
late
being
addition.
served?
yeah.
how is he doing without the flock these days?
He's
I
flying
hope to
solo.
find out.
these
Flying
days.
solo.
He's flying solo. Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Can't wait to find out at Taste Lancaster.
yeah.
Yes.
Taste!
Taste.
Lancaster. So, yeah, that's going to be a big one. What else do we have? We have a very exciting cocktail competition.
Oh yeah. The Thistle Finch.
Thistle Finch and Ellicott & Co. That's happening on...
This is really how the sausage gets made. He has
Yeah.
notes.
November 19th. I feel like, who's that guy? Rush Limbaugh.
You feel like that guy? Is
Yes,
that how
I
you
feel
feel?
just like Rush Limbaugh.
The
Yes, it's kicking in. It's kicking in.
That one.
Wow.
That's happening on
On that
November
note.
19th. I didn't think we'd go on a tangent of Rush Limbaugh.
I would love to hear more about
This
that.
is,
There's
I
didn't
so
realize
much
it was
more
a
to talk
secret.
about.
Thistle Finch cocktail competition.
By the way, it goes well with.
Yeah.
I bet.
No, to edit
Might
that
not mix.
part. All right, sorry.
Might not mix. Although,
We're not condoning that. It's
That's-
just if you happen to do that.
This is not a pill cocktail. Cocktail pills competition.
Sure.
This is a really off the rails here.
Yeah.
But we're gonna keep going here. So yeah, there's 2 categories. There's a gin category using their Market Alley gin, and also the Thistle Finch rye. 6 finalists will be in each category. They're going to be preparing their cocktails for a panel of judges, which includes Lou Bryson, author of Tasting Whiskey. I believe we have some interviews with him on the website. Yeah. All right.
like
Transitioning in. Let me feel the energy before I keep going. I like it. Okay. We also have Starla Russell from The Horse Inn, as well as Ryan Martin from Ellicott & Co. They'll be judging the cocktail competition. It's happening on November 19th, 6 to 10 p.m. Come hang out, check out the competition, have some drinks. It's going to be a good vibe. I think it's going to be this kind of
A
vibe.
similar vibe. I'm liking this vibe a lot.
Yeah, I do.
Who do we got going now?
We've got a little classic Gregory Isaacs, Cool Ruler.
Very nice. I like that album cover too.
Oh, it's a great cover. This was a Boho Zone find many years ago.
Shout out.
Right.
Yes.
What's up, Dave?
Dave.
Dave.
In the Dream Zone.
Yeah. Dreamers Collective.
That's true, yeah.
What else do we got? Black Friday. Look, we're going to give you the hint here. Look, guys.
I hear Walmart's got some good sales.
Yeah.
Anybody getting a TV? Anybody in the room getting a TV?
I know. You know Max is going to be out there battling
Tyler's
people.
getting a TV on Black
there
Friday.
you go.
Yeah.
Black Friday deals. He's going to be. Tyler will be out there 5 in the morning.
Signing TVs. He's
throwing
signing new
elbows,
TVs.
grabbing TVs, signing
I have a-
TVs.
Yeah, no, he's
I
going
like
to sign them too.
Okay.
I have a new tactic this
Catch
year.
Tyler
actually.
signing TVs.
What's your new tactic?
I'm gonna just climb onto the roof and you go down through the vents before everybody else gets in.
I like that a lot.
Very, very legal.
They keep They keep starting the Black Friday shopping earlier and earlier, so you might have to go the night before. You know, eat Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna live there for the next couple
It's actually
weeks.
Black Friday.
Here to there.
Exactly.
Today
I gotta
is Black
map it
Friday.
out. And,
So you can either get into the madness of Black Friday. That's on you.
It's totally on you.
But you could just go to Hunger and Thirst, spend the full day with this Black Friday Stout Invasion. They have a full, great list of dark beers in honor of Black Friday. You could go there first and then get into the madness.
I don't even think you have to go on the vent first. You could probably just show up and through the front door.
Great way to
go.
celebrate Black
There you
Friday.
go.
Just chill out with a couple stouts. Maybe shop online, you know?
Yeah.
You can do
Get
that.
drunk and
Wait for
jump
Cyber
on.
Monday,
There
honestly.
you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is a national holiday now, I think.
Yeah. Or have a couple pops and then head out to the mall and stir up some trouble. I don't recommend that. What else
That's
do we
what
have
Uber's
here?
for.
Exactly.
We got Bob Ross. He's back.
Ah, yes.
Bobby's back.
We could definitely put some happy trees or just Bob Ross behind here, I think.
Let's get Bob Ross in post.
Yeah.
Okay. So this event was such a hit at Lancaster Art Studios.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
time they did it, people loved it, and they're gonna do it again. So you got Joy Painting episodes on the big screen.
Shout out to the Shiflets for putting that together.
Another friend of the cast.
Yep.
That's going to be happening from 8 to 10 on November 24th. You can come, paint along with the episodes. All skill levels are invited.
BYOB, I think.
You can BYOB.
Yeah.
Bring your own Bob.
You can bring your own Bob.
There you go.
I like
See how this
that.
works,
Bob.
guys? Now you can see how this
This
works.
is why we have the
Okay.
video.
Yeah, it's just to bring you stuff like that.
So I could say, good one. And then it goes right over to there. Right?
love it.
Is that how it works?
We'll add that in post.
I don't know.
And then also we have the 40 Elephants Vintage Market. That's going to be happening at the Masonic Lodge, 213 West Chestnut Street on November 25th and 26th. Get some holiday shopping done for the vintage fans.
How many elephants?
There's 40. Just new for this year. They added one. So yeah, November 25th and 26th. Get some shop local gifts in there, in the mix.
If you can.
Yeah. And then finally, the last chapter of the saga that is top events is the Story Slam Grand Slam. Another competition.
And I believe last year around this time, maybe, did we have a story slammer on?
We did. We had a story slammer, Matthew Kabik,
Yep.
of editor of Third Point Press and local literati.
Wow, I like
Yes.
that. Is he slamming this year?
No, not slamming. Not slamming. You know, after you slam 1 year, you have to rest the body.
True.
You have to take a year off. And he wants. I'm sure he wants to let other people have the spotlight.
Very nice, yeah.
So there is, I believe, 11 contestants throwing down tall tales around the. No, not tall tales. Excuse me.
yeah.
Okay. True stories.
It's going to be hard for me to forget you said literati a
Yes.
couple seconds ago.
That's a good one. You can see the literati shining ad in post. Literati. So the theme is promises, and we promise you'll have a good time. Huh?
How about that?
How about that segue? That's November 28th, 8 to 10 p.m. Go listen to some stories and have a good time. Why don't you?
And that's events.
Those are the events. Those were the top events. I think we've had some great music to go along with those top events. That was nice choices. What do we have here?
I believe that's this.
Oh yes, this is
Yes.
Lightstorm Creation.
What an album cover, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, yep. You can just superimpose that on the
Yeah.
The guy on
screen.
the right kind of looks like Scott Bookman without his beard from Vivian Lee documentary. Shout out to
Yeah.
Scott.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Scott.
Cosmic.
One of Lancaster's most infamous weirdos.
True.
I love Scott.
Gotta get him
Love
on the
Scott.
cast.
He's
Yeah.
one of my favorite.
How'd you discover this
people to
record?
follow on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
I came across. Well, this is another. I found it in the crates, and they had Drag City actually put this record out.
Okay.
And sometimes when this is older stuff it was recorded in 1980, but reissued. This is like a first collection of their stuff. Lightstorm's like a husband and wife duo, and they were followers of Sai Baba. Which Max, you know?
I know
a little
him.
bit about that. Yeah, of course he does.
Of course he does.
But yeah, lots of crazy stuff on there, spanning from
nice.
60s to 80s.
Taj Mahal here?
And yeah, we got Taj Mahal.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Max's
Very nice.
End.
Very
Oh
nice.
yeah.
Well, that's.
And
I mean,
we're just gonna keep these things rolling, I guess.
Yeah, I love
Well,
it.
and that's a good transition to talk about the issue that just came out, which
Yeah.
was centered on vinyl. Admittedly, it wasn't at the beginning, but then it became
Hey,
that, which is
we're
even
flexible here.
And you mentioned getting some records from Mr. Suit. We have an interview. Actually, if you're an ardent listener of this show, you've heard that interview because we took the text of it and put it in.
That's
the
right.
issue.
It's multimedia.
But Mike, you talked to somebody named Max, which is
Yeah.
so weird because I just saw another interview with a guy named Max.
Yeah.
That was on like a different website.
It's
It
crazy.
looks like a gotcha. Like, it's
Oh,
time for a
even
gotcha.
got Max. So yeah, we actually got scooped.
We got scooped
We got
on
scooped by WXPN.
That's
Congratulations
right.
on
I
the
saw that.
Thank
That
you,
was
thank you.
on the coverage.
Hey,
That's fine. And you
But-
know what? You did an interview. They did an interview. That's
Yeah. Who's to say which one's better?
We
Who's
would
to
never
say?
say.
I mean, in all fairness, if
No
we
one-
hadn't had your first interview way back
There
when,
we go. So, Key, if you're
wouldn't have
listening, you're welcome.
Yeah, we'll give you this one.
Yeah.
We wanted to wait until you were on camera, unable to move, to ask you about that.
no, it's
You're
fine.
locked in. That's been Gotcha.
Okay, and that's first and only gotcha, at least of my career.
We should have a sponsor for Gotcha and not tell them that they're the sponsor. Then go in and be like, Gotcha, you're the sponsor of Gotcha. You've been got.
I like that.
So, tap room, you've been got. All right, we'll work all those details out in post.
But Max, since you're here, I mean,
Yes, sir.
people can read the issue, but if you want to give a,
And we pray that you do.
and we pray that you read the issue. We clasp our hands.
You
for
know,
this.
you get free education in this country, so you should use it.
Seriously.
Please.
If you want to just give a brief rundown of your vinyl library.
The public
Sure,
library.
Yes.
Records.
The public records. Yes.
The public records, yes. It is a vinyl library. It was started a few years ago at Tellus 360 with Joe DuBois and I, and I've been searching for albums while I've lived overseas and bringing them back and getting donations from Millersville and F&M and people in the community and 50-cent stuff and free stuff from Stan's Records, 50-cent stuff, dollar stuff from all over the place. We have a great used record pool in this part of Pennsylvania and the country. So we've just got it together. I organized it. I created a nice big file of what we have, and you can come in. We have a turntable down there, and you get to be the DJ.
Hey.
So we're Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. Come on in to Tellus 360 in Anshabine and dig around and have some fun. That's
So there's about, I believe you said 15, I hope you said this correctly because I did write it in the article, 1,500
there
records.
were at the time, yeah. But
Yeah.
in the last couple weeks,
It has since-
we got a couple new
This is a live edit.
donations, and I found a couple nice stacks of free stuff. And cheap
Great,
stuff,
even
so
more.
Probably maybe now 16 to 1700.
All right.
Yeah.
So, out of that
Crazy.
1,700, not to get too specific, but what's your least favorite and most favorite record in that collection?
Oh man, well number one is
I assume they're ranked in the book.
Right.
Number one,
Yes.
1,600 least favorite.
It's the,
No, that's a tough one. My
That's
favorite,
why I asked it.
My favorite album in there. Oh, now I have to think. Put me on the spot.
That's right.
There's There's a Turkish group called Insanlar, which means humans, people, and they have this great. They've taken kind of a Levy music, spiritual music, and added some beats to it. So it's this nice 23-minute track of really deep
oh yeah.
house Levy music. It's really cool. So I'd say that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
And then my least favorite one, probably. Oh God, I don't want to. Okay.
Just say it.
If they're dead, you don't
One
have
of
to worry
the
about
one of
offending.
the one of our Christmas song compilations.
Yeah.
We have a lot of those in the
Who are you
miscellaneous
offending?
section.
by
It's
saying
played.
that?
No, I'm just there's I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you're
Chris
aware,
Kringle,
but there is a war on
you've been
Christmas.
got.
There is a war.
There
on
is a war on
Christmas.
Christmas.
There's a war on
Yeah.
Christmas.
I
Yes.
can't wait to get into
Shouldn't
that
even be
later.
No,
talking
I don't
about
know.
it.
We just there's a lot, and
There's a lot?
And we've there's a lot. No, I mean we have a lot of
Okay.
Christmas compilations.
Yes,
and,
true.
Actually, I just found one that's really neat, so I'm not gonna say it's my least favorite, but
Sure.
we have an electric Christmas done all on Moog synthesizer
Oh,
from
see.
back in the
Oh,
60s.
well, that
So
actually sounds good.
I'm gonna clean that one up and put that out just in time for the holidays. So we'll have some nice stuff. There's nothing wrong with Christmas music, but as far as everybody's gonna hate me in this town. As far as library go, we have a lot of holiday music for all sorts of people.
Well,
so.
you see that everywhere too.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
every Salvation Army, Goodwill, record bin, yard sale. It's like 20 Christmas albums in
Yeah.
a row.
Yes.
Well, and you mentioned the Moog one. Do you have a favorite Christmas album that you've either come across or just,
Oh yeah, actually, they're what is it? I think we have some Russian liturgical Christmas music. So there's Eastern Orthodox. I mean, I like that kind of stuff. The actual in the house of worship, the real deal stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get in there.
You know, the
Not
masses by
commercial.
Hayden
No,
or whatever.
that's
but-
Snowman.
Well, no, but I mean, but there's only so many,
Yeah.
you know, Longine Symphonette,
Yeah.
5-disc box sets that, and we have them all. So,
I mean, that is the great thing about that library is, yeah, you can hear Christmas music or stuff on like Top 40 Music anywhere. If you go to the Public Records Library at Telus, you're just gonna find stuff that's been carefully curated. You're not gonna find a lot of this stuff anywhere else. I mean, you took a lot of care to bring world music, Turkish music into that library and put a light on that. Mm-hmm. And it's, you know, there's awesome stuff down there.
there is,
So,
yeah. So everybody, and it's free. So come
Hang out.
have a good time. And we have a great new gin menu down there. Ooh, lots, yeah.
Still
It's
cash
really-
only down there?
It is only cash only.
Bring your cash.
Yeah.
That cheddar.
But and if you can't, you know, so we don't want you getting into debt on a credit card that you forget about. 'cause
It's all
that's such a good
analog down
time.
there.
It's only
That's right.
analog. That is correct.
I remember I was talking to the bar manager, Kevin, is that his
Yes.
name? He was saying even in the beginning there was an idea to outlaw cell phones in Anshabine.
You were doing
That was
a
the
long
thing,
time
yeah.
ago, Nick.
Ah.
Yeah, when Wax on Wednesday started at Telus 360,
We have
it
to
was
pry this
called-
baby from my cold dead
Right,
hands.
exactly, right. Well, it was originally called by Joe DuVoy's design Wireless Wednesday.
Yeah, wireless.
Yes. So the idea was we were going to play analog, you know, vinyl records.
Right.
We were encouraging people to leave their phones, or, you know, we weren't collecting phones or anything like that, but we were, you know, trying to create the environment where, like, all right, put your phone away, or like leave it in the car.
Yeah.
You know, it's everywhere you go now. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, people just constantly looking down. Nobody's connecting anymore. So, obviously, it doesn't work. People need. I mean, this is the reality of our, you know, social existence right now. But I mean, the heart is there,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think that, you know, as many people who can manage to just like keep it away for the majority of the night.
I can say, I mean, I was in there last week to see Vivace Live, the string quartet, who will also be on this podcast somehow.
Flash that graphic of the future guests.
Get the
Post.
guests in here.
There we go.
And I was getting a video for Twitter, and that's. Can we cut to that? Thank you.
Oh yeah.
That's a gatefold. Hold on, we can.
Oh, we got a bigger one.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
There we
What?
go.
Oh, okay. Some sort of jacket
That's right.
situation.
Yes, people are holding each other's
The
cookies.
stuff you can only get on
Cool.
a video podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't describe it.
But yeah,
Literally
I was
podcast.
using my cell phone to get a Twitter picture, and I got some eyes on it.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
mean,
honest.
you're gonna take the heat when you do that.
That's okay. I knew it.
But it was worth it. Yeah. It was worth it. Actually,
did take the heat.
we did just mention Wax on Wednesday, and I saw that in the past couple months you've been hosting a special edition of Wax on Wednesdays on the first. Is it
Yeah.
the first Wednesday?
Yeah,
Could
so-
you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely, I'd love to. So first Wednesdays, the idea is, so Wax on Wednesday is WOW for short. So we've started doing a thing every first Wednesday. It's called WOW Makers. So the idea is to have people in the community who are making music, mostly in like a bedroom type setting,
Yeah.
like bedroom producers, people who are making beats and things like that. To encourage them to come out and kind of share what they've been working on, because oftentimes, you know, a lot of those people are making things and putting them up on SoundCloud or whatever, but there's not really a platform, you know, for people to hear it other than that, or in a live setting. you
Yeah,
know.
it's a cool way
So,
to bring
yeah.
the community together.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Rather than just on the internet.
Yeah, so
bring them all in
it's
one
been
spot.
pretty well received. So yeah, definitely stop by, tell us. Every first Wednesday we'll be doing that, and then every other Wednesday we're just playing records. So
Is there anybody you've met or seen during that first Wednesday that you either didn't know about before, or maybe hadn't heard their stuff?
yeah, there was. I mean, I'm terrible with names.
Same, trust
I'm
me, yeah,
terrible
yeah.
with names, but I did meet a few people that first one, and it's tough for me because I'm also kind of trying to orchestrate and
Right.
you know, play records, and then also have, you know, line up people to come up and do their thing.
Right.
But yeah, we had a few people out that I had never met before, and they were really into it. So yeah, that's what it's really all about, is, you know, exposing, you know, and bringing people together
Yeah.
in that setting. So
Well, and I mean, obviously, it's almost impossible. Other than you keeping track of it, it's impossible to keep track of the many DJ events that you do. But the one that did catch my eye, Catalina Wine Mixer.
Yes.
How did that go?
It went really well. It was kind of like
Catalina's
it was cool. It was really cool. I mean, it was they were running really nice specials, and it was kind of like a happy hour vibe.
Yeah.
And I wasn't playing vinyl. I brought my digital setup for that, but I was playing a lot of
80s Joel.
Yeah.
Did you get the 80s Joel?
Yeah.
I was gonna was there just a lot of people there just incessantly quoting Step Brothers?
No, but
wow.
and
Good.
I mean there were sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's anywhere you go, to be honest.
Sorry.
No problem.
Technical difficulties.
Flash that graphic.
What?
But it's a great idea. I'm hoping that for the next one, which should be this first Friday, we wanted to maybe show the movie.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
In the background.
Nice.
And some other things working out for that. But it's cool. I'm enjoying finding these other more earlier gigs.
Yeah.
Because the late nights can get a little rough.
How do you feel about this? I mean, we got daylight.
This is great.
This is
I would if I could just do this all day and get paid for it. That would be amazing.
Hey.
But yeah. So. Yeah, I would definitely recommend stopping by Catalina's for the Catalina Wine Mixer. That'll be that first Friday.
As soon as I saw the name of the new restaurant, I was like, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, and I guess it's also been a couple weeks, probably a month or even longer since you had the new the Service Industry Nights. Now at the Village. How's that been going?
It's been going really well over there.
Nice.
It was a really nice transition, and we get a really great crowd, and everyone that's there is having a good time. So I mean, I think that the Village is a great spot, and I recommend it to anyone to stop by on a Sunday night. And if you're in the service industry,
if you work in the industry,
if you're not in the industry, you have to pay $10 to get in.
Damn! You should go still.
You can still go.
Yeah.
So,
You just have to pay.
but
you gotta have that card with your face on it, right?
That's right. Yes. Also, if you need a service industry card, if you work in the service industry, hit me up on Facebook, DJ Salinger, and I will get you your own.
Now, if I took a picture of you right now and put it on a card and made a bootleg card, you'd probably be able to see through that pretty quick.
That would be impressive enough that I feel like they should let you in.
All right.
If you'd be willing to go to that sort of trouble,
so there's another.
Don't do that.
Yes. Yeah. Don't
get a real card. Get a real card.
You guys would be sinners.
Yeah.
Come on. We're very against sin on this podcast.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we like to.
Oh yeah.
We love to keep the focus on our own podcast, but you guys do a
true.
podcast.
Can I plug something too?
Oh, we've got a plug down front.
Hey.
Camera B. Can we plug over here?
Besides my new hair ones. It's cool. No, on Sunday mornings, if you like the daytime DJing stuff, come out to the Shamrock.
Yes.
For our $6 Sundays, where you can get a $6 Mega Mary, a Bloody Mary with a lot of stuff in it.
Mega Mary.
Well, we also have
I love
Patty
it.
Bows, where you get a natty bow and a shot of patties. It's all $6. And sometimes we have live music as well. Like this Sunday, Cordy Byron will be joining us.
Friend of the show.
And we just trying to keep the dive alive. So
Hell yeah.
come out, support your local bars. It is smoking friendly. So if you are a smoker, that's good news for you. If not, you'll just smell like a bar from the 90s. It's gonna be exciting. So yeah, Sunday mornings at the Shamrock, 11 to 1.
So you're are you hosting this?
I'm hosting, I'm DJing,
Hell yeah.
and sometimes I'm drinking too.
Now, here's the thing, and I don't even know if this affects it, but is vinyl affected by smoke like that? Like if you're in a contained
Makes
area?
it sound better.
Makes it sound better? Okay.
Yeah, the surface noise and the teary eyes, they all.
So you also DJ Saturday nights. Do you get any sleep on Saturdays? Or are you staying up all night and going right to the Shamrock?
I do. So it's and the.
Shout out to
Josh,
Shout out to.
This episode has been brought to you by
Rush Limbaugh and friends.
So yeah.
I hate to put that in post, but we might have.
No, that's fine. I'm just kidding. No, I do. I get a couple hours of sleep, and then I get most of my sleep Sunday. So that's why I'm not a service industry.
There we go.
Well,
All right.
I go to bed early.
That's why we're not friends.
Oh, we're colleagues, podcasters, but not friends.
Well, and do you want to give
Just kidding.
a sneak peek of the episode? You were talking about it a little bit before we started, but the guest you might have, this big
we
guest.
We're going to be starting Listen Hard again.
Yes.
Season 2 will be coming.
Listen Hard Season 2.
And we have a very special guest, our first episode.
The one and only.
The one and only. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, you don't actually have to say it.
No.
I realize I set you up to
no.
reveal a surprise.
Sonny of Sonny and Cher will
Take
not
that
be
picture
there.
out.
Local
Post.
celebrity. Let's
Local
just say
celebrity.
local celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah, not us.
Not us.
Not us.
So
Or these
obviously
guys.
a lower tier celebrity.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably higher tier,
Yeah.
but we'll.
Like way better than this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Not the setup, but.
Oh, okay, I was
But
gonna
but the guests. That you
Okay.
have.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we might have to have both of you and him back.
Okay,
Maybe.
there you go.
Okay. All right.
After you're done, we'll do a commentary
guest-
episode where we're
Yes.
commentating on that one.
Our guest on Monday will be better than your guests now. That's all I have to say.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got now?
Well, this is okay. So we talked about this
Oh,
earlier.
yes.
I'm very excited.
Oh yeah. Let's go into this a little
This
bit.
is Life's a Scream, and this is a compilation from 1986 of let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 bands from Roarsford, Pennsylvania. Which is
Roarsburg.
Roarsford. Where is that exactly? It's
Yeah, I
like-
was gonna ask. That was my first question.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I mean,
the guy knows.
Yes,
The guy that
our
works
man in
here
the
knows.
studio,
Yeah.
Dustin, lives in Roarsford.
Yes.
Didn't ask where
I mean,
it is.
I imagine that it's not far.
Not far, not that far.
you think about like places like Paris in the 20s or New York in the 70s. When you think about Roarsford in the 80s, I mean, talk a little bit about what you have on this compilation.
Yeah, so this is, the band we're listening to right now is 1313. And so that's these guys. I don't know how well
zoom
people
in
will
on
be
that?
able
Oh,
to
yeah.
see this, but
We'll zoom
if
in
you can
post,
zoom in
yeah.
on that cover,
You
but
can read that,
there's
right?
the So it's cool because you get kind of a vibe of the different bands on the back. I love that. I love when they put the pictures of the bands on
Yeah.
the back because I really love putting faces to
yeah.
songs.
Just like we're doing with this podcast today.
Right,
That's
right.
Faces.
So I mean, it's. I imagine just like underground. It's like a lot of what I previewed a little bit before, but it's like punk, pop, metal, kind of, pop. Yeah. So yeah, the sentence is, it's not punk, or is it heavy metal or pop? More like all of the above.
Oh,
a new
gotcha.
sound to be found. Each band is original and have their own unique sound and style.
It's like,
It's that Roarsford. Wait, Roarsford?
yep.
Roarsford,
It's
yeah.
that Roarsford sound. Just like Muscle Shoals have their own
It's like
sound.
it's
Yeah.
like they were dictating that and then they just wrote it and then they never
Right.
went back. It's like, oh, you
guys have never heard of Rotown?
no, somehow.
Right.
And what are some of the bands? on
Rotown
that?
sound.
So
I
the
love it.
bands featured here, if you guys want to look them up, are 1313, The Demented Fools with a Z,
Oh, they're so demented.
Chapter 23, another, you gotta get
number
the
band.
numbers in the names.
That's just a trademark Roarsford.
And Chapter 23 has a song called Back in 81. So
Wow.
Wow, that was actually before my time.
yeah.
Back in 81.
Dougie and the Dogs, or maybe Doogie and the Dogs.
Oh, who knows?
Maybe like a Doogie Howser thing.
Like
I
a
think that was
Doogie
going on at the
Howser and
time,
the
yeah.
Dogs. Yeah, I mean, he was still young,
The
but
Dogs.
if he was,
Still a kid,
if he was good enough to be a doctor, he could probably be in a punk band.
Absolutely.
Suffragettes.
I like it.
Jets like Jet.
Jets,
Joan
like,
Jett.
Yes, like Joan Jets.
Yeah.
And they definitely have that kind of look if you saw this picture. Dresden and Endangered Species.
But not endangered.
In
They're
danger.
in
Yeah.
danger.
Endangered.
Like they're in danger.
Like,
Yes.
right, yes,
Yes.
yeah. They're not going
That's the
extinct.
joke.
No.
They're just
I like it.
worried.
Yeah, they're just a
Where'd
little
you
worried.
find that compilation?
Mr. Suit
their
Records,
suit.
and it was actually sealed.
Wow.
Never been played.
Thank you for doing that for our
Open
show.
this time,
Yeah.
of course. Just,
That
of
probably
course.
took the
Yeah,
value
so-
down from at least $6 to
Hey,
$4.
You know, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in leaving sealed records. I think that every record should be listened to. I think
Yeah.
that's
love
garbage.
it.
So
And when you have something
no
from-
offense to all y'all record.
My hermetically
Yeah,
Usually we'd make the joke that they're banging on the windows, but there's a camera now,
You
so
can
we
see
can't even
it.
joke that they're coming here and banging on the windows.
Well,
because
We'll
of
add
that.
the mob in post.
Put a green screen by the window.
Yeah, if we had a second green screen, this would be the time to do that.
So this is interesting because this is the last track on this side, and it's very different.
Yeah,
this
I really
is that,
feel it, yeah.
Chapter 13. This is back in '81, which we were just
I
talking
mean,
about. Back
yeah.
in
Sounds like a
81.
karaoke track.
Very emotional. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
like,
doesn't
you
it just feel like you're back in 81?
Yeah,
Let's just let it play for a little bit.
yeah.
Maybe add the tears in post.
Yeah. If I could slow dance with somebody in post, that'd be great.
I'm remembering when I was still half of my mom and half of my dad.
Yeah.
Those were
Back
crazy
in 81.
days.
It's
Crazy
really-
days.
It's cool.
You know? Zygotes. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Hardcore, man.
Yeah, it really
This
takes
is
you
what was
there.
playing.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the sort of thing that
This
was
might have
playing
been
when
on
that
the
was happening.
on the night, on the very night.
Oh no, that's not what I just like,
No,
yeah,
no.
I was born in 83.
No, yeah, so this is before.
this is-
All right, take that
Were they-
off. That
how
one
long were they
graphic.
together
Take that off.
before-
They were
You have an
together
older
since
brother, right?
74. No, I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest.
Oh, you have
No,
siblings.
you know like how deer and horse have like the eyes on the side of their head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was getting like a view from my dad's perspective.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. I feel like a pigeon.
Camera 1, camera 2, camera
Yeah.
1,
Sort of
camera
like this.
2,
That
camera
cut.
1.
There we go.
Yeah.
Similar idea.
Yeah.
Back to the Wayne's World reference.
Hi,
Exactly.
Brian.
Exactly.
Give it up for
yeah.
Brian.
We can't turn the camera, but there's
There-
Brian.
Hey,
Hey, Brian.
Bang on the windows. Bang
Thanks
on
for
the
being
windows.
here.
You don't have to
Brian.
bang on the windows. Yeah, all right. There's a video. We're talking on the.
Yeah. Can we put
I don't know.
a picture of Brian on the green screen?
Let's get Brian. We'll get Brian on the
Post. We'll
screen.
add Brian in post.
See ya, Brian.
There he
Good,
is.
good chat.
The man
Oh,
who
very
stepped
good
into
chat.
yesterday.
And I mean, random, but it was just on my mind because we were talking about it a little bit before
Let it
we
off your
started.
mind, man.
I'm gonna let it off my mind.
Get it off your chest, guy.
You were at the Keystone State Weekender
Yes, I was.
for the second year. I did a story about that for the last issue. I didn't get to make it. How was it? Was it a good
It was
time?
great. Yeah, great time. It was really cool. A lot of good record vendors, DJs, people dancing. I don't know. It's a very specific niche kind of vibe, which I really, truthfully, only have like my toe dipped into. Like the Northern Soul thing is. Very specific. I do the Red Rose Soul Club, but that's a little bit more broad. I do some like Northern Soul with that, and Julio, my partner, is more in depth with the Northern Soul scene. So yeah, it's interesting. It's a very interesting subculture to experience, I think, and it's cool that it happens right here in little old Lancaster, PA.
Yeah. And did they? I mean, I don't know if they know a year in advance now, but is the third one happening, or are they?
Yeah, I
Going
believe
ahead with
so.
that?
So yeah, that'll be hopefully next November-ish, somewhere in there. But yeah, it'll be.
Things are picking
Part
up in
3.
'81.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just gotta get the riffs in.
I love it.
You know?
Need the riffs.
And that
Roarsford
piano,
riffs.
That keyboard
I'm wearing
is-
this guitar for a reason.
I
Yeah.
like it, man.
I would love to know that keyboard.
Recorded in Iris Studios by Dave Ivory. Shout out to
the
Dave
legendary
Ivory.
Dave Ivory.
Wherever you are.
Dave, if you're around, honestly, we would love to know more about this.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe we could dig up.
Hey, you can have him as a guest if you want. We can
could-
barter
we try to
guests.
find
You
we
can,
try the Roadtown Sound.
Maybe we could, yeah.
There are a lot of bands on
There's a good amount of bands.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think
know.
you can have that guest if you find him.
Okay.
No, we can share.
We can
share
collaborate.
guests.
We're all,
call it
we're all
question to
friends
question.
We're all
here.
friends, yeah.
We're all friends here.
They could come and bring their record collection to us, and you could.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
What do we got here?
I think that might be it. If we want to go back for more plugs. Do you have more plugs?
No.
Nothing more to plug.
Only outlets.
Only outlets.
A lot of outlets
I
going
don't
on.
think so.
Have visit the.
Coming up?
Oh, you know what? There was one thing I wanted to ask you that I also forgot about. How do you pronounce officially and for all of time Anshabin? Because I've heard every different pronunciation of Anshabin.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I think it's called Lancaster.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Lancaster.
Lancaster. No, I guess it's Anshabin.
Okay.
Anshabin.
I heard
That's what I've heard.
Shabin.
I've heard Shebeen.
Shebeen.
Well, we call it
Shebeen.
Shabin for short.
Shebeen.
but
Sure.
Shebeen,
Oh, Shebeen for
right.
short? So if you want to be an insider.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well, you
Shebeen.
just if we're saying I'm down in Shabin.
Yeah.
That's
Down in
where-
Shabin.
Yeah, Anshabin.
And you can go there to access the library.
Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays starting at 7 p.m.
What is the translation for that?
It translates into speakeasy, but
okay.
Just a place
But
where you
not
kind
a- right.
of
So-
an off-licensed place to have a little fun. Yeah.
So if somebody calls it the Anshabin Speakeasy, they're just being redundant.
Right. Yes. All right. I'm gonna.
So you want to fade it out here with some Max's last selection?
Yes.
Please.
This
Yes.
actually is. I just picked
Yes.
this up from Moira Lazarus.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
This is some Nashville disco.
Wow. What
This
was
is
that
not
cover?
to be confused with George Michael's Wham.
Yeah.
This is Wham.
Wow, this is great.
Awesome cover.
I know.
Damn. What's the back cover? Not as exciting, but still
Yeah.
fun. Still
Yeah.
fun.
Just like taste, it's wham.
Harry Knuckles. Yeah. Wham.
Well,
I'm loving it.
It's
this-
great. Man.
we're gonna ride out on this. Thank
Yeah.
you guys
All right.
so much
you.
for doing this. I hope the video was worth it. I hope the green screen has something really fun on it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even. Can we fade out and on video? I don't think so.
I don't know.
We're just gonna sit
We'll
here
find
until
out.
the
Can you do a
song's over,
star
I
wipe?
guess.
Yeah.
Oh, we can do star
Get a
wipe.
couple star wipes.
Tyler, do we have access to a star wipe library?
Give me all the wipes.
Star wipe. we
Hey,
need star
getting the
wipes.
thumbs
We got
up from
the
Tyler
thumbs up for
on the star
Yeah.
wipes. Great. So let's just star wipe for a few minutes.
Thanks for listening and/or watching. We'll be back with episode 35, I guess, in 2 weeks, because Thanksgiving is next week.
Yeah, and you're gonna wanna tune in.
Who knows who
Big
will be
guest.
here? We might have a video. We might have a green screen. It might just be us talking to each other. But
You gotta watch to find out.
bye. I'm fading. I'm fading out.